Hey, what's up guys? Zora Lightning here. Welcome to the New Age and my castle. And I've got this Christmas tree here, which I immediately need to chop down. Because the thing is, we don't celebrate Christmas for very long, we just get rid of our trees a few days after the true celebration begins. We stop celebrating Christmas on 5 o'clock Christmas Day, and by then, of course, we've already burned out the holiday spirit, because the thing with Christmas is you celebrate a whole lot before and none after and very little in between. Did I just accidentally place a piece of wood? This is... Pocket Edition is awesomely glitchy and awesomely difficult to do anything properly in. But I'll take it over the Switch Edition glitches any day. And the Java lack of coordinates. Yeah, so this is my courtyard, and it's got all these vines growing all over it because I haven't cut them in forever, and I've got an automatic sugarcane chopper thing over in the corner, and a sweetberry bush, and a random piece of crimson roots, and a sea pickle so that spiders don't spawn. And yeah, these vines make it quite difficult to climb up into the hall here, and this is just the main part of my castle on the ground floor, and by ground I mean on the ground, not in the ground. And I really need to stop placing stuff on top of this carpet, because when I do that, it places it farther on top of the carpet than one would like. And this was actually originally a cave in the side of the mountain that I built my castle on. It's where I keep all my animals, and the dirt patches are just where, if I mined it, it would be exposed to the surface, and I don't want to do that because it would just be a random block of stone bricks in the side of a hill, and I don't want that showing. So yeah, whenever I need some wool, I'll just come in, grab my shears, and just shear the sheep. The hard part is sneaking past them up into the rest of my castle, but I haven't had any, animals on the loose inside yet, and I hope it'll stay that way. This is my guest bedroom that I'm still working on. See, the floor here is made out of red sandstone. Probably not the best material to build it out of, especially when I realize that I do not live anywhere close to a mesa biome. So I'm relying on wandering traders every single time I add to the floor here. This here is my room, and I've got a dog named Lapis and a color-coded chest, too. And these others aren't really organized. And in my ender chest, this is just the products of my last adventure that I went on, some of them, like this book here, and this book, and my ender pearls. I journeyed to a stronghold, which actually is technically not the nearest one, but is actually closer than the nearest one, just in terms of terrain and all that. And it's an abandoned village because there aren't enough abandoned villages in this world, I guess. And another thing that I picked up was a Frostwalker 2 and Mending 1 book, and I stuck it on my Feather Falling 4 boots, and now I've got an amazing pair of boots, I guess. And yes, I've got this giant picture of a skeleton sitting in whatever this is, if it's a casserole dish or a fortune cookie or whatever, and I'm currently redoing the wall here, but I am too environmentally friendly to go out and just mine sand, I guess, so I'm waiting for an opportunity to mine sand and sandstone. And up here is none other than my storage room. It is kind of an interesting part of my castle because it just sticks out. This is not part of the original structure at all, really. And I've just got a chest for random junk and a chest for snowballs, and because, you know, when you live on a mountain, it's bound to snow a bunch and that sort of thing. Now, yeah, I've got a window looking over my courtyard. I really need to do something about these vines because they will grow over everything. And this is my library. I am currently doing the ceiling with gold. And ever since I started this project, I have gone mining for gold many, many times, and a lot of times I come back with nothing, and gold is kind of hard to find now for some reason. It's like this world knows that I need the gold, so it's just not letting me mine any, I guess. But on my stronghold adventure, I got this world 25 diamonds, both mined and found, mostly in this giant chasm that the stronghold happens to be right beside, and 6 pieces of gold, all from one vein. So gold is kind of rare in this world now. Not sure what to do about that. Though occasionally zombie pigmen will just stumble out of my nether portal and, you know, they drop gold, so that's a plus to having your nether portal right there. And yes, those are jack-o'-lanterns. I have this thing in each of my worlds. I never use the same corner piece twice unless it's obsidian. So here I just decided, oh no, I have like no blocks left, even though, you know, there's so many. So I put the jack-o'-lanterns there as an extra light source. Yeah, and I've got one more floor here. It doesn't really have anything except a giant window and the staircase here, which leads up to this tower, this other tower, and my attic, which you have to go downstairs for. And it's just the area above my library. And I recently did a little renovation where I mined all the straight cobblestone and everything. It's a lot more open now. And that's a kind of weird feature for an attic, but I think it fits, so I'll keep it that way. Yeah, so this is just my castle. It's taller than it really is wide, which I feel like I need to change a bit. I'm currently working on doing some landscaping here because this was originally mostly stone and I changed it to grass because grass just looks better. And over here is kind of a village just over in this direction. This is where my original house was, and over this way is another nether portal. You can kind of see it over there. And yeah, so this is basically just one of my main worlds, one of my main survival worlds. I have mostly kept the terrain as it has been and was originally spawned as. Save the nether portal and my castle and all that, and I really need to cut those vines. But yeah, that's in a nutshell my world, which is called Quo Volta Mifan here, and from a backwards song. Actually, it's from Someone Like You. So yeah, that's where the name comes from. And yeah, that basically concludes my tour of my castle. And oh wait, there's one more thing. This down here is my potion room. And I've had stuff spawn in here before, so I need to like light it up better. This is where I grew my crimson trees once. And over here is my farm, and I'm always neglecting to chop these things. This is my kelp farm, and the only kelp pieces that ever grow are the kelp pieces out of range of the pistons and observers. Yes, so it's essentially a bit like my sugarcane farm, except for the fact that the stuff never ever grows. So not a very good farm. And that concludes the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. And I need to sleep.